Hey guys, time for some more learning. I know you're excited about that. So today we're going to learn about personalities and adjusting your presentation based on who you're talking to. Uh, I mean, if I'm in America and I go to I fly to Russia and I'm trying to learn something and somebody's trying to speak to me and I don't speak Russian, how loud and clear in Russian does that other person have to speak to me for me to understand what they're saying? Obviously, if I don't speak their language, I'm not going to understand. If somebody doesn't feel understood, you're not going to have influence. Now, influence is the name of the game here. Influence. All right? So sales is nothing but influence. Leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. All right, so with that being said, we need to understand who we are talking to. We need to first understand ourselves, and we need to understand who we're talking to. So I don't know if you know much about personalities, but you need to base your presentation on, like I said, who you're talking to and what kind of personality that they have. Now, this is just one model that people use, but anyway, there's a lot of different ways to describe personalities, but there's basically 4 personality groups. You know, some people use the color system or other types of system. This is one I like to use. So there's the D, there's the I, there's the S, and then there's the C. The D is the dominant trait. Now over here on this side of the quadrant, these people are very task oriented. Over here, these people are more relationship oriented. All right. Now, oftentimes when I'm doing an interview with somebody, for a job or for whatever reason, I usually ask people, are you more task oriented or more relationship oriented? And then they'll sit and think to themselves, and if they can't, articulate it, I say, okay, when you're laying in bed, at the end of the day, are you thinking, oh, okay, I got this done, they interrupted me, I'll get that done tomorrow. And if you're thinking that way, then you are more task-oriented. If you're thinking at the end of the day, oh, I got to see John and Bill and Stephanie, oh, I'm going to see him again tomorrow. Okay, I don't mean to be real cheesy here, but these are extreme examples, but anyway, if that's how you think, then you're more relationship oriented. It's not one's good or bad or different. It's just different. So on the task side, so you have people on that are more task oriented or relationship oriented, and then on this side of the quadrant, if you were on this side, the north side, the up side, then these people are more outgoing, and if you, on this side of the quadrant, these people are more reserved. All right, so if someone is relationship oriented and outgoing, they are the high I personality. Or inspirational is what I is short for. These are your Hollywood actors, your comedians, people that have a very loud, very fun personality. If you're having a party, these are the kind of people you want to invite. If somebody has a bit more of a soft personality, that's more reserved, more relationship oriented, they're the supportive type, S. So over here, they have a more soft, like I said, a more soft personality. They want to be your friend. They're very agreeable, very nice people. This is probably where I naturally stand is a high C personality. It's short for like calculated or cautious. So it's very, very detail oriented. These are your accountants, your very critical thinkers. Some people that are very smart, extremely smart right here. All right. So when you are doing a presentation and you're communicating with somebody, the task oriented people need to trust you before they're going to be open to building a relationship with you. Does that make sense? If somebody is a high D personality or high C personality, they're very smart, they're very calculated, very analytical. Those people need to know that you are credible. You know what you're talking about. This is legitimate business. This is who am I? Who is this guy? If they feel that you are credible, or if they trust you, they'll be able to open her up and build a relationship with you. If you don't have a relationship and trust, you're not going to have any influence with them. If you don't have any influence, they're not going to sign. Bottom line, they're not going to do it. They're not. Bottom line. So I've mentioned in other videos, I am more task oriented. I'm more on this side. Danny is more on this side. He's more relationship oriented, and we meet in the middle, and it's a great dynamic for us. On the flip side, people, let's say you walk in, and somebody is more of a relationship oriented couple or person that you're presenting to. They need to feel that you are real. They need to know that you are that you're a real person, that you can connect with them, that you like their dog, that you like their kids, that if you have to connect on a personal level before they are going to trust you. Do you know people that you really like and that you're friends with, but you don't trust them? If you loan them money, they're probably not going to give it back, you know what I'm talking about here. So so people can like you, but if they don't trust, anyway, but they have to trust you and like you to have influence, get people to sign. So when you're talking to people that are outgoing, reserved, and relationship oriented, they need to like you first, they need to build a relationship with you first, and then they will trust you, and then they'll move forward and sign. People that are more task oriented, they need to know, they need to trust you, that what you're saying is true and accurate before they will let you in to building a relationship with them. All right, so when you are talking to somebody, and so you understand who they are, what they're about, and you've figured out what their personality is. All right, if somebody is a high I personality, like I said, the actors, the comedians, or whatever, you want to make your presentation very basic. Basic, simple, tell a lot of jokes, make it fun, make it make it interesting. Anyways, if somebody is if somebody is like I said on this side of the quadrant, and somebody that's more reserved, you need to slow down. You need to if somebody over here that's a C personality, you need to go into more. You need to go slow, and go through all the details. They're gonna love. They're gonna want to know what the math is. Exactly how much am I going to be saving? What's the? I mean, come on, give me the nitty gritty. They're like, come on, there's got to be something else. We're going. I mean, they feel like you're holding back. If you take that same approach with somebody over here, their eyes are going to be glazed over. They're going to be bored to tears, and you're not going to have any influence with them. Over here, on people that are more outgoing, you need to get to the point quick. Over here, high D personality, these are your bosses, more your type A personality, they kind of strut around you. I mean, again, that's an extreme example. But high D or high I personality, you need to get to the point, get to it fast, and don't fill in the gaps with a lot of chit chat. A lot of chit chat over here. These people love the chit chat, but anyway, but don't make it a long presentation. Yeah, it's probably going to be the same. It's going to take about 30 minutes to do an LOI, but over here, the bulk of that 30 minutes is going to be getting to know them, building a relationship with them. Okay, so and over here they want to get to the point. You got to know that you're credible. All right, so again, you want to look at this and you want to identify, who am I? What personality type am I, and what adjustments do I need to make? All right, so like I said, this is more of me. I'm very analytical by nature. I've opened up and I've grown and evolved a lot, and I've studied this for several years, and so I can adjust and change. So now for me, that's more task oriented, and I need these people over here. If you were one of those people, you need to learn how to lighten up. You, so for me, well, I like to tell a lot of jokes in my LOI presentation just to compensate for my natural tendency to be real serious or to be real calculated. Hopefully that makes more sense. Um, somebody, I mean, I'm thinking of some of you that you're generally more on this side, and you need to lighten up. You need to slow down, and this needs to be more of your focus. So again, they when you walk in, you want to mirror you want to mirror their personality. You want to mirror who they are. Figure out what their personality is, and I mean, if they're more happy to like, oh, this is exciting, this is awesome. I mean, then you want to mirror that. You want to connect that way, so you can have influence. So if and again, if somebody's more on the task side, then anyway, you want to adjust. So anyway, so like I said, if you're not speaking their language, their personality language, then you're not going to have influence with them. And if without influence, they're not going to sign. We're not going to move forward. So anyway, hopefully this makes sense. I probably watched this several times. There's a guy named Robert Rohn. He has a book called Positive Personality Profiles. There's another book called Personality Plus. Tons of stuff on YouTube, and this really is so huge for being able to connect with people and having influence.